I was initially skeptical of making a video on this particular subject, but now I'm not anymore, because once I visited the kshetra of my gurus, the area of my gurus, I decided, well, the glory of Badami and Hampi deserves a separate discussion by itself. Well, back in when I was in Pune, I am someone who still doesn't believe in God. I don't think I'll ever believe in God. I don't have any faith. But one thing I do is I have complete belief and conviction, not just belief, conviction in my gurus and the philosophical tradition of the Hindus, and I'm proud to belong to that. So I had to talk about this area because before this trip, every trip to Badami seemed like a chore. Seemed like, why do I have to go there? Why do I have to stand for 1.5 hours, perform puja of the Devi? Why do I have to do that? But this time, when I read actual history of the Marathas, I actually understand what it is. So first, as usual, we started off from Pune. We visited. The trip got delayed due to some of my relatives and stuff like that. But when we started from Pune, on the way we had lunch at near Kolhapur, and when we hit Badami, and funnily enough, it was the month of October, and it was raining in Karnataka, and that was northeast Karnataka. And well, there we barely, and because we had to do the puja the next day, and the office closes at 9, so we had to rush there. I physically had to go there, but I must say that the management is really bad. They don't have UPI codes in there, so I had to go to my grandmother. She was waiting in the car, and by the like there were two cars, right? So one car was us kids, and like I'm technically an adult now, but still non-married people, I suppose. And then one trip was that, and the other car was all the adults. And there, the kid car reached first, so I ran. I gave the money. I got the tickets booked for everyone, for all the 15 people that were there, and then we just stayed at a hotel. So the next day when we woke up, we went to the temple, and we performed an ornate puja, and that puja was one of the best things that I have seen, because well, we actually could sit so it was really comfortable. I actually drooled a bit. I slept for some time, and then after that puja was done, we came back. We had the great bhakri, and by the way, I have completely converted to South Indian in taste and habits, I suppose. The only difference is I am a Maharashtrian first, because I eat lot of spicy food than an average. But we came back. We had the bhakri, the very thin bhakri that's only found in North Karnataka, and then we rested, and then we left for Koppal. So Koppal is the place near Hampi. Oh, sorry, my bad. I stopped. What we did was we left for the caves. So we were in Upparan and Veshti, as you can see in the photos. And then after that we left for uh, the Badami caves. So at the Badami caves, we had a lot of fun. We are at Badami today. So you see how the intricate, we are at Badami caves, the world famous UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now, if you look at it very closely, our ancestors were always trying to convey something using their paintings. It's actually stories, more symbolism than actual substance. If you look right behind me, you will see Vishnu. You will see Vishnu and his two consorts, Sri Devi and Bhudevi. You see all Danavas, Asurs, Apsaras on top of him, Devtas, Devgans. Right behind me is right in front of me is where the interesting stuff is happening. That is Ardhanareshwar. Ardhanareshwar means half human, half woman. If you look closely on the left hand, you'll see bangles. If you look closely on the right hand, you'll see a kada, which is a warrior bracelet. If you look closely on the left side ear, you'll see an earring. On the right side, you'll see warrior's earring. On the left side, you'll see left leg, you'll see piles and lots of embroidery. Right leg is completely plain. So this is half man and half woman. This is Shiva. Slowly and slowly, Chalukyas and Rashtrakutas started shifting to Vaishnavism. As we go upstairs, we'll see that. The first cave is a Shaivite cave. Upstairs, we'll start looking at Vaishnavite caves. And I don't need to tell which avatar this is in particular. If you look closely, you'll see Vishnu's mandap. Right behind me, you'll see Akhanda form of Vishnu. You'll see the Sudarshan Chakra, you'll see the sword, you'll see Dhanusha Pinak, which is Vishnu's bow. You'll see him in all his form. And right upstairs, you'll see different roots of life. You will see a maze, you will see the 24 fishes. These are all Puranic stories. And just look at the very fine, intricate sculpting work that has been done. It's like a Korun garden. These are all been in place. This is the Garbhagriha. So we are at cave 3 of the Badami cave complex. This is as I said, there are 3 traditions in the Chalukyas depending on the time period. Tradition 1 is Shaivism, tradition 2 is Vaishnavism, and this is tradition 3, which is mix, which is Vaishnavism and Shaivism. You see, this is Narasimha. There you'll see multiple Vishnu paintings. And as when we go forward, we'll also see lots of Shiva murals. So basically, all of them, Charukya shifted to mixture of both Vishnu and Shiva Bhakti. You see, that is Shiva.
Hello guys, I am under the water.
I forgot to tell one thing, unfortunately. After Badami caves, we went to a place called Mahakuta, which is near Badami. And that place is a very interesting place that I personally really liked. So it has a collection of lots of Shiva temples. So I'm putting the pictures there. Mahakuta. You have to forgive me. It has been nearly what 8 months since we finished this. No, I mean not 8, more like yeah, perfectly sorry. 8 months that we finished this trip. So the order was Badami main Mandir Banashankari temple, then Badami caves, then after Badami caves we went Mahakut, just as I said. After Mahakut we went to this place called Pattadakal. So Pattadakal. So remember that there's the 4 different schools of architecture or 4 different levels of architecture, as I said. Like once I really liked how a tour guide described this to me when I was a child. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but at least colloquially and locally, when I saw it, it felt very accurate. Now, historically, I'll have to study because architecture is not really my expertise. But still, there are 4 different levels to the Chaukya architecture. The level 1, more like the primary school level, is Aihoe. Level 2 is Badami. Level 3 is Pattadakal, which is like the university level. And the level 4th, fully advanced, completely competent level is Hampi. Not just, it's not a Chaukya, like Karnataka or Carnatic architecture, more or less. So these are the 4 levels. So we went to this place called Pattadakal. So Pattadakal has lots of replicas of very famous temples. Mallikarjun, Kashi Vishwanath, multiple, lots of them. So we stopped there too. Now after Badami caves we left on Koppal. So this was in particular the day 2 of our trip. So the main this thing I'll talk in the next video, what the glory of Hampi really is.